bright, bustling morning in Nazareth when Mary gently wrapped her young son, Jesus, in his tunic. The family was preparing for their annual trip to Jerusalem for the feast of the Passover. The 12-year-old's eyes sparkled with anticipation as he joined his parents, Joseph and Mary, on the journey to the sacred city. Jerusalem was alive with pilgrims from all over, and the temple courts were filled with prayers and praise. Jesus marveled at the grandeur, soaking in the teachings and rituals. When the feast ended, the caravan of families began its return journey. Amid the crowd, Joseph and Mary assumed Jesus was among the relatives, laughing and playing with other children. But as evening fell, a chill of worry crept into Mary's heart. She and Joseph couldn't find Jesus anywhere. Frantic, they asked everyone in the caravan, "Have you seen our son?" No one had. Panic rising, they turned back toward Jerusalem, retracing their steps. For 3 long days, they searched high and low through the busy streets and markets of Jerusalem. Finally, they found him in the temple courts. There sat Jesus, surrounded by teachers, his youthful face alight with curiosity and wisdom. He listened intently, asking questions that left even the most learned astonished. Mary's relief burst out as a scolding. "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been searching anxiously for you." Jesus looked at her with calm assurance. "Why were you searching for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?" Mary and Joseph were stunned, unable to fully grasp his words, but Mary's heart held on to them tightly, treasuring this glimpse of something greater. Jesus returned to Nazareth with them, obedient and loving. He grew taller and stronger, his wisdom deepening. The grace of God was upon him, and all who met him saw the favor of heaven shining in his life. Little did the world know this young boy would one day change everything. When Jesus stayed behind in the temple, it wasn't carelessness or rebellion. It was intentional. At just 12 years old, Jesus demonstrated an understanding of his unique relationship with God. By listening to the teachers and asking questions, he revealed a hunger for divine wisdom and a desire to be in his Father's house. This moment foreshadowed his role as the ultimate teacher, one who would later speak with authority and transform lives. When Mary found Jesus, her reaction was one of relief mixed with frustration. She asked, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." Her scolding reflects the natural human emotion of a loving mother worried for her child, but Jesus' calm response, "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" gently reminded her of his divine calling. It wasn't disobedience, but a moment of clarity. Jesus was prioritizing his heavenly mission. Despite his divine purpose, Jesus humbled himself and returned to Nazareth with Mary and Joseph, living in obedience to them. This act teaches us an essential lesson about humility. Even though he was the Son of God, he respected his earthly parents, modeling perfect submission and patience as he awaited the appointed time for his ministry. This account teaches us several powerful truths, prioritizing God's presence. Like Jesus, we are called to seek God with earnest hearts, even when it means stepping out of the ordinary, balancing relationships. Jesus valued his earthly family while staying true to his divine mission. This balance is a reminder to honor our loved ones while putting God first. Trusting God's timing. Mary and Joseph didn't fully understand Jesus' response, yet they trusted God's plan for their son. We too may not always understand God's work in our lives, but we can trust his guidance. This story is not just about a missing boy, it's about the unveiling of the Savior's heart, a heart that yearns for God's presence and invites us to do the same. It encourages us to seek wisdom, trust in God's plan, and walk humbly, just as Jesus.